Tailoring of supply chain for strategic fit. So our previous discussion focused on achieving strategic fit when a firm serves a single market segment and the result is well defined and narrow strategic position. Although such a scenario holds for firms like IKEA, many firms are required to achieve strategic fit while serving many customer segments with a variety of products across multiple channels, right? So in such a scenario, one size fits all. Supply chain cannot provide strategic fit, and a tailored supply chain strategy is required. For example, Zara sells trendy items with unpredictable demand along with basics such as white t-shirts with a more predictable demand. Whereas Zara uses a responsive supply chain with production in Europe for trendy items, it uses a more efficient supply chain with production in Asia for the basics. The tailored supply chain strategy provides a better strategic fit for Zara compared with using a single supply chain. Another example is Levi Strauss, which sells both customized and standard size jeans. Demand for sized jeans has a much lower demand uncertainty than demand for customized jeans. As a result, Levi Strauss must tailor its supply chain to meet both sides or both sets of needs. In each of the previous examples, the products sold and the customer segment served have a different implied demand uncertainty. While devising supply chain strategy in these cases, the key issue for a company is to design a tailored supply chain that is able to efficient when implied uncertainty is low and responsive when it is high. By tailoring its supply chain, a company can provide responsiveness to fast-growing products, customer segments, and channels while maintaining low costs for mature, stable products and customer segments. Tailoring the supply chain requires sharing operations from some links in the supply chain, while having separate operations for other links. The links are shared to achieve maximum possible efficiency while providing the appropriate level of responsiveness to each segment. For instance, all products uh, may be made on the same line in a plant, but products requiring a high level of responsiveness may be shipped using a fast mode of transportation, such as FedEx. Products that do not have high responsiveness may be sent by lower and less expensive means such as truck, rail, or even ship. In other instances, products requiring high responsiveness may be manufactured using a flexible process, whereas products requiring less responsiveness may be manufactured using a less responsive but more efficient process. The mode of transportation used in both cases, however, may be the same. In other cases, some product may be held at regional warehouses close to the customers, whereas others may be held in a centralized warehouse far from the customers. WW Gringar hold fast-moving items with low implied uncertainty in its decentralized locations close to the customers. It holds slow-moving items with implied demand uncertainty in a centralized warehouse. Appropriate tailoring of the supply chain helps a firm achieve varying levels of responsiveness for a low overall cost. The level of responsiveness is tailored to each product, channel, or customer segment. Tailoring of the supply chain is an important concept that we develop further in the subsequent chapters. The concept of tailoring to achieve strategic fit is important in industries such as high tech and pharmaceuticals, in which innovation is critical and products move through a life cycle. You know how COVID is going on. Let us consider changes in demand and supply characteristics over the life cycle of a product towards the beginning stage of a product life cycle. So demand will be very uncertain and supply may be unpredictable. Margins are often high and the time is crucial to gaining sales. Product availability is crucial to capturing the market. Cost is often a secondary consideration. Consider a pharmaceutical company or a firm introducing a new drug. Initial demand for that drug is highly uncertain. Margins are typically high. Product availability is the key to capturing market share. The introductory phase of a product's life cycle corresponds to high implied uncertainty. Given the high demand uncertainty and the need for a high level of product availability, in such a situation, responsiveness is the most important characteristics of the supply chain. As a product become a commodity product later in its life cycle, the demand and supply characteristics change. At this stage, it is typically the case that demand has become more certain and supply is predictable. Margins are lower as a result of an increase in competitive pressure. Price becomes a significant factor in customers' choice. In this case of pharmaceutical company, these changes occur when demand for the drug stabilizes. Production technologies are well developed and supply is predictable. These stages correspond to a low level of implied uncertainty. As a result, the supply chain must change. In a situation, efficiency becomes the most important characteristics of the supply chain. The pharmaceutical industry has reacted by building a mix of flexible and efficient capacity whose use is tailored to the product life cycle. New products are typically introduced using a flexible capacity that is more expensive but responsive enough to deal with the high level of uncertainty during early stages of the life cycle. Mature products with high demands are shifted to dedicated capacity that is highly efficient because it handles low level of uncertainty and enjoys the advantage of high scale. The tailored capacity strategy has allowed pharmaceutical firms to maintain strategic fit for a wide range of products at different stages of their life cycle. So, tomorrow we will discuss how the scope of a supply chain has expanded when achieving strategic fit. We will also discuss why expanding the scope of strategic fit is critical to supply chain success. So, the key point of today's podcast was when supplying multiple customer segments with a wide variety of products through several channels, a firm must tailor its supply chain to achieve the strategic fit.